Hello, Stuart here at Stuart Warne RC. Thank you very much for watching and joining me here. Thank you for those of you that have already subscribed. That's very good news and very, very cool, very exciting. Now, in my previous videos, I mentioned series that I'll be getting into as I evolve this channel, and one of those series, I've already touched on engines, one of those series is second-hand models and the restoration of second-hand models. And I think I'll probably call this series something like RC, RP, radio control plane, restoration, something like that. We'll see. But anyway, this is going to be a new series primarily focused on one of the things that gives me the most pleasure in this hobby, and thrill. It's actually a real thrill, and that's buying second-hand models such as these and restoring them. It gives me a thrill on several different levels. First of all, you can get some really good bargains. There's some great bargains to be had out there from sites like Marketplace on Facebook, or Marktplaats here in the Netherlands, RC Groups, RC Trader, eBay, all those different kind of sites for buying second-hand products. There's a wealth of products out there, and also local swap meets and bring and buys that you can go to and see in person. What I want to do is to bring you guys along for that journey, give you tips and hints on how to buy models and what to look for in these models, and I'll use each project as an example of those and how to get those real bargains, because there's some great bargains to be had, and that's a very exciting part of the hobby. But not only that, once you get that bargain, it's what you can actually get for your money. Now, these are things that I've been buying throughout the year or so. Some of them are existing projects like this Spitfire that I crashed and I now need to restore. But what you see here, it may look like one man's junk, but to another man, it's your treasure. Because this really is, for me, treasure. You get them at bargain prices, you get beautifully built frames, and that's the important thing. For those of you that are probably in the same situation as me, that you don't really have a massive amount of time to spend building models. I can build models, and I have built models from scratch and from kits, but I just don't have the time anymore. So second-hand models such as these, where they need a bit of tidying up or a bit of work doing, or maybe you want to change the power system from electric to gas or vice versa, they represent a great opportunity, and I really want to make sure that as many of you are enjoying that opportunity as it presents itself. A lot of you might be plug and fly flyers, and you're thinking, oh, okay, I really want to try something new. Second-hand models like this, especially the balsa stuff, they give the opportunity, and that's the other thing. Balsa lasts and lasts and lasts. A lot of these models are old. This Spacewalker here, 3rd scale SIG Spacewalker, that's almost 30 years old. It's almost as old as me, and it's still in pretty good nick. So anyway, that's the idea. That's the idea of this series. I will pick one of these models to kick off the series with, and I think it will probably be this one here. This is a SIG Yak 18 PS. There are many other models. We'll just go round quickly, and they're all in various states of disrepair. This one is my Stomp, President Stomp, that you would have already seen. Just close that door there. Flying, actually, a few years ago on my channel, but I decided to strip it off, and I was all gun-ho to recover it, but I never did, so it's now still in that state. Here I've got a Hurricane, Brian Taylor, plan-built Hurricane. Brian Taylor is a great designer of scale aircraft. That's one to restore. This is a Booker Student from a German manufacturer. Beautiful little plane. This one, Flybaby, quarter scale Flybaby that you can see there. This was brought second-hand with an engine, sold the engine, and I've now got to repair the model. I had a Flybaby already, link to that video below this video, but I sold it and I regretted it ever since, so we'll be getting that one flying again. Got a Flare SE5A hidden in the garden there, all in various states of disrepair, as I said. And this is a calf, well, it's the wing to a calf Spitfire. That's actually one of the projects I am most excited about this year, and actually one of the easiest, because that one just needs a little bit of work doing to it. The other reason that I'm doing this, just to motivate me. I need to get these projects done. This is about half of what I've actually got. I've managed to get this lot in the garage. The rest of them I've got in storage at a local storage facility. My big Cub, for example, that's being re-engined, and there's one or two other First World War models too. So that's the idea for the series. I want to bring you along for the journey. I want to hopefully share this really passionate part of the hobby, because it's an amazing element of the hobby, and there's so many hidden gems out there and bargains to be had. That's the important thing. There's lots and lots of bargains out there, and that's very exciting. Second-hand models, they have a soul. They've lived, they have a story to tell, and they're worthy of being kept flying, much like full-size aircraft. New models are great, and they have that certain appeal, but you're just opening a box the same as everybody else is opening. They've all had the same model inside. There's really something unique to be said about hand-built kit or plan-built models that have been built by someone else and you bring back to life. Very, very exciting. I'm going to bring you guys along for the journey. The first one in the series I'll kick off this series with, because it's relatively easy, is that yak. And what I'll do with every introduction to each project, I'll give you a little history of the project, where I brought it, how I brought it, and what I looked for, and how much I paid, and give you some tidbits along the way. And also, once I dig into the project, I'll show you how to recover things, what to look for in an airframe, and little tips and tidbits as we go along and get these planes flying, because I do need to get them flying because they've been too long in that garage, and the spring is coming, the summer is coming. I need some help to get these things flying. So you guys are going to encourage me, that's going to spur me on, and we're going to get these done and share in the moment together. So thank you very much for watching. Look out for the first one based on the yak coming somewhat soon. Also, another series introduction will come soon. I'm going to start talking about reviews on the channel. Thank you very much for those of you that are already subscribed and all your well wishes. That's very, very cool. I'm going to get some cutaways of these things now, and I will sign off, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.